this is going to be all about custom tires for the Sumo and custom bodies for the Sumo. And once I get that opened up, you'll kind of see what I'm talking about here. And all I'm doing is just basically shoving the rubber tire off the rim. These tires actually do not have any air in them, so they are a very solid flat tire. And now, come on, made these. I made them to fit. Alright, so now I'll grab my trusty wrench. Alright, so there's everything apart. Now I have them all laid out. This is the tire as it would come off the toy. They are typically from a John Deere toy or tractor or side by side. Now these are, I already have this one made obviously, so ignore that. The clear dish part is actually from a tea light candle. It's plastic. If you do squeeze them or bash them too hard, they will crack. But so far this one has held up to everything I've thrown at it. And then I have my actual rim. Now the actual rim is nothing more than just a plastic rim that I cut out that just happened to have fit inside the dish. And now when that's in, the tire actually overlaps the edge of it to keep it in. And that's basically how this custom tire combination works. And I really had to carve a lot of this away to make it fit, and make it fit just right. Alright, so now to the actual mod that makes this whole thing work. You ready for it? That little black piece with that little notch in it. That little black piece holds on to the pin. Now, when you first take your wheel off a Sumo, you'll have a little plastic hex, which is common. That's how they do it. They have a plastic hex that is on a pin. And that's how these rims engage on these wheels. Alrighty. Alright, to assemble the wheel, since I really don't want to fuss with it while it's on the truck, and I want to make sure my tread is pointing in the right direction, I am going to, sorry, I didn't realize I was doing that out of your sight. I am putting the rubber onto the cup first, and all I'm doing is just stretching it over. And then just getting that to drop over that edge. There it is. That's that wheel as it works. I could bolt that on and go for a drive, but that doesn't look very realistic. So that's why I did the cap. But the cap I can't put on until it's on the truck, because I have to get to the nut underneath. Which this big hole, I was going to make a hub for it, I just haven't yet. Future plans for Project Eeyore, if anyone's wondering. But let's put this baby on and move on to the bodies. I don't care how many times I drop this little nut putting it on, as long as that pin does not fall out. Alright. Got that started. Now I'm just going to cinch her up. Alright, so the wheel's on. Make sure your pin is center in it. And now all that's left is the actual inner rim, which, like I did taking it off, I just shove this back until it's up on top. Come on. There we go. Stick this inside. No, I'm not going to I was going to cheat. I can't. Because I'm finicky about how the rims look. I want them to run straight. So I'm going to make sure I squish this just right in. Just like that. And I shove the edges down to match the edge of the rim. And there you have it. Sorry about that. And there you have it. Bodies. The bodies I use are they are toy grade RC. They are toys. I locally pick mine up at a thrift shop, and this one I've had since the get-go, but over the years I have collected a few bodies. These are 1/24th or 1/25th or even possibly 1/20th toy grade RC. And when I say toy grade RC, I mean like this bad boy. You get the old FM antenna hanging at the back of it. It actually doesn't even have steering. This is how old this one is. Yeah, you back up the turn, and then the actual, and all it is forward and reverse. However, that is a really nice Chevy Silverado body, and it is very detailed, and it is actually 1/25th. The more I look at these bodies, the more I'm realizing that they are actually in RC scale and true scale 1/20th. Alright, so that's enough babble about the bodies. So, you take your toy grade RC, and this one, I'm seeing 3 screws. You're most likely not going to have any more than 3, 4. Look under stickers. They hide the screws under stickers quite a bit. Take them out, take that out, pull your body off. Now you have your body off, and I'm going to use my green Plymouth Hemi-Cuda for an example. These are not the right pieces for it, although I am going to try it. Now these pieces are sorry, bear with me here. These pieces are the stock Sumo body mounts. However, they are originally I believe right here. I put the tooth up over on the inside of the frame rail so that it hooks on and doesn't spin. And now what I do to make these fit is this is just rubber tubing, and it fits on here kind of loosely. They do fall off a lot. These ones are actually old. They They have some gunk in them from previous use, but they seem to stick on much better. And then all I do with my bodies is hook them on over the edges, and then with my other hand, I actually have a body post loose. I'll have to tighten that later. Just stretch the body out and over, and just let them pop up underneath. And then voila. Now, like I said, that wasn't meant for that body, but it might work out alright on this one. Oh no, they're gonna be way too. Yeah, they're way too long. But I can jam it on there just to get the effect. And what just fell out? Screw. Interesting. I have a feeling that's not the first one that fell out of that truck, and now I know what they're for and why they're there. Alrighty, but anyways, now you get the idea. This is what would happen if Project Eeyore was a GMC. So there's the gist of it. Thanks for watching, and feel free to ask any questions